Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, back with another video on Paralives. So, nope, once again, no announcement for Sims 4 Discovery University. Yay, love being disappointed. But, thankfully, Paralives swooped in and saved the day with some news of their own. On their YouTube channel, they posted this video, which is a sneak peek of the fall season. And I love how this looks, where you have the wind actually affecting the movement of some of the objects, like the number sign above the door, and the lantern, and the cute ghost decoration. Possibly the rocking chair as well. I don't know, maybe it always rocks like that when it's placed outside, but would be cool if it is affected by the wind. And I love the lighting and just everything about this shot. I'm really glad that we're getting to see a little bit more of, I guess, what you can call the live mode, even though we're still not seeing what the parafolk look like. I also love that leaves are being blown with the wind too. It makes me wish the video had sound, because I'm sure this would feel even cozier with some sound on in the background. And I am glad that we are getting at least one rocking chair in the base game. We still don't have those in The Sims 4, and I was thinking, oh, they'd be kind of a nice fit as a side feature, I guess, for Realm of Magic, but nope, that did not happen. I also just noticed that there's a mailbox right by the door that's wall mounted, and I hope that is functional. I'm sure it will be, because it reminds me of how in The Sims, unless you're living in an apartment, then you always just have the same standalone sort of mailbox, even though they have come in different designs over the years. We haven't had a wall-mounted mailbox, and I've never thought about that until now. It's just like, oh, I guess I'm just so used to it that I don't think about this sort of thing. It should be interesting to see how winter will turn out in Paralives, because from a technical standpoint, that would be the hardest season to develop when you have to keep things in mind like snow piling up on objects and the depth of snow. So yeah, hopefully winter will end up being literally very cool in this game. Another thing that happened in the world of Paralives recently is that the official Twitter account posted a job alert looking for a 3D artist and animator in Montreal, Canada to work on Paralives with Alex Masse. Requirement: a great love for simulation games and game development experience. And it does link to their website. Please retweet if you know people in Montreal. I'm actually not super far from Montreal, but I don't have any experience in that area of game development, so nope, can't work on that. But hopefully there are some of you who are in Montreal who could help him out, because yeah, I wouldn't want Alex to develop the entire game just by himself, and I'm glad that he is starting to reach out and ask for help. Alex has accomplished some pretty great stuff so far, but the more help the better, because he is inevitably going to be competing against a franchise that's had a monopoly on the life simulation genre for almost 20 years now. There's also some Twitter Q&A that I missed from recent weeks, so the first thing I want to talk about is the needs of the parafolk. So initially, Alex Masse replied to the Paralives video saying spooky chair moving by itself, and he did include a ghost emoji. It could just possibly be referring to how spooky that is, or he just confirmed ghost, but I'm not really going to think too deeply into that. But the main point is, quick question Alex, will people in Paralives have health meters, such as bladder, hunger, sleep, etc.? And Alex replies with, they will have something like that, but details are to be revealed later. So I am very curious about that now. I wonder if it will be very similar to The Sims in that way, or if there is going to be something radically different compared to how The Sims handles things. I wouldn't mind something that is more fresh and innovative, something that isn't something I would initially think of. It has been interesting watching The Sims and how they've handled needs over from like The Sims 1 compared to The Sims 4 now, because in The Sims 1, comfort and environment were huge factors, but now they've been pretty relaxed about that, and I am glad, because I felt like, especially in The Sims 1, from what I remember playing it, it was just, oh, I just have to restore the comfort need when my sim goes to sleep, because otherwise it restores very slowly while doing something such as eating dinner or watching TV. So comfort as a motive bar felt pretty useless to me. I'm glad they got rid of that eventually. Next is the subject of LGBTQ plus support. So when asked, will we be able to have trans and non-binary parafolk in Paralives, Alex says yes, I can confirm it. I think this is the first time that Alex Mosse is addressing trans and non-binary folks, so it is good to see that this is going to be in the game. Sims 4 does have some support for transgender now, and unfortunately not really that much support in terms of making people who are non-binary. And in terms of pets, Alex Mosse has confirmed again that there are going to be dogs, cats, and horses. So far we've only seen dogs. So it is good to see that cats and horses are still on the table, especially the horses, because I still think they would be a lot more difficult to do than cats and dogs. So I'm looking forward to some of my parafolk owning horses. I remember I had fun with them in The Sims 3, though I remember also that they were a little difficult to navigate around the world. They would back up a lot and just looked a little weird in general while doing that, so hopefully in Paralives it can be done better. Also, as someone who likes cats more than dogs, I can't wait to see what cats will look like. Hopefully I'll be able to handle the cuteness once they are eventually revealed. On the topic of machinima making, when asked, will Paralives have a cinematic view option and a way to set camera angles in it and its speed and such within the cinematic view, like the ones that you can use to create machinimas with? And Alex says, I would love to add tools like that to help people make machinimas. Can't confirm them yet though. I do like how in The Sims there is a tab mode to get rid of the UI, and you can set up different camera positions with the number keys so that you can instantly go to that exact position from another place. Really helps out a lot. Hopefully something like the tab key function in The Sims can make it over to Paralives. Then we have a couple more things to go over in this thread here. So Rose says it looks like the wall height may need to be a little taller to get up in that bunk bed. Will you have different wall heights in this game? And Alex says yes, changing the height of the walls is possible in Paralives. I don't believe this was confirmed before, but not surprised that this is in, considering how flexible the build mode looks so far. It was an interesting idea that they introduced different wall heights in The Sims 4, but then I feel like they didn't go all the way with it, where you have certain windows and certain doors that only look good at certain heights. It's just annoying sometimes. At this point, it feels like they mainly cater to the default wall height, and sometimes a little bit of love to the others, but not really as much. Moving on to the second part, I heard a rumor about fatal illnesses. Is that true? And Alex replies with, hi, nothing is confirmed yet regarding illnesses. Hopefully illnesses can have some depth in Paralives. I do feel like sometimes it is easy to get sick in The Sims 4, but then it's also just as easy to get rid of it. Just drink some orange juice from the fridge and it's gone almost instantly. And then when asked if it's already confirmed if there will be gradual aging or life states, Alex replies with, not confirmed yet, but there will be aging in one form or another. So hopefully gradual aging could make it into Paralives. That is something I want to see in The Sims 5, where age states are a little less obvious and could also be a nice way to work in a couple of more life stages like preteens and elders who aren't like 80 years old but elders who are maybe in their 50s or 60s, so older than the adult life stage that we have in The Sims 4 right now, but is still like on that transitional stage towards an elder. I just don't think it would make sense to spend time on developing them for The Sims 4, but it would make sense to include with a gradual aging feature, and I would like to see Paralives tackle this too. And that wraps up another update on Paralives, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the rest of the seasons will look like in this game. And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!